Hey friends, time for a Rabe review. Okay, up first is a new show starring Academy Award winner Emma Stone. It's called The Curse. Okay, now this show follows a fictional husband and wife design team as they renovate and flip homes. So, as you'd expect with me, I'm like, oh my gosh, a show about flipping homes and renovation? It's a scripted show? I'm like, yes, but guess what? It's not what you think. I was pulled in by the premise because I thought, okay, it's behind the scenes look at those reality shows, because you know those design shows you watch on TV, there's a lot you don't see. Like, for instance, you don't get to keep the furniture unless you pay extra for it. So you know all those beautifully staged homes that you see on TV? They look like that for like a day, and then they move it all out, and then you have to furnish it yourself unless you buy it. But anyway, I digress. This show has a unique twist, and it's not exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Take a look at the trailer.
This isn't your typical home flipping show.
My homes are reflecting the local community.
Come on. And we're husband and wife, so what could go wrong?
Let's grab a quick shot of you giving money to that little girl over there.
We're doing good here. We are good people.
Thank you.
We're really good.
Got it.
So all I had on me was that $100 bill.
Refunds.
That's not fair. Come on.
Fair.
Let me go get change and...
What is that?
That's nothing.
This is... You don't need to see this.
Why did you snatch back the money? Why didn't you just give her the 100?
I was gonna buy 6 of them for $20.
I curse you.
What did she say?
I can't wait for this show to come out. Everyone will get to see who you really are.
Yeah, not what you expected, is it? So, some house flippers, they have their own show, they get cursed by a little girl, and it's crazy. I really thought it was gonna go like this, and guess what? It was like this. I was like, but I love Emma Stone. I do like behind the scenes of how, again, it's kind of breaking the reality of how shows actually work, because like you said, we need a shot of you giving that girl money. You never know if that's real or not. I mean, it's just, you know, it is what it is. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating look at renovation. It's a fascinating look on human behavior and if curses actually work. I'm not saying it does or it doesn't. It is crazy. This show will start this Friday, November 10th on Showtime and Paramount Plus. You can stream that. I was just excited to see Emma Stone doing a series, and it's so out there. I'm just telling you guys, it is out there. Okay, now I want to move on to a show that I had edited the trailer. It's called The Buccaneers. I edited the trailer. I was ready to show it to you. And then I went home on Monday to start watching it, to review for you. And you know, guys, if I don't like a show, I usually don't review it. So I'm not going to review it. I'm just going to say, watch the screener. It's called The Buccaneers. Now, here's what it is. I'll just tell you about it, because I was really excited about it. It's like Bridgerton meets Downton Abbey. It is based on actual things that happened. So as you know, back in the 1800s, all the aristocrats in England were desperate for more money for their estates. So they'd bring over American heiresses, little debutantes, to save the estate in England to become duchesses and ladies and, you know, princesses, if you will, to find the right aristocrat. So it starts in New York City at the debutante ball. They're coming over to England to meet their aristocrats, to see who will get married and save. But here's, it just, oh my gosh, it did not sit with me. It just did not feel authentic. I didn't care for the music. I didn't care for the acting. I didn't care for, and again, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, for me, when you have super high hopes for something and then it doesn't live up, I was just like, meh. And I hate that about this show, because I really wanted to like it, because I love a good period piece. You know I love the Gilded Age. You know I love Downton Abbey. But again, it's based on what really did happen, but they took a lot of liberties with this show. A lot of liberties. So, I edited it, I scrapped it, I said I'm not gonna talk about the Buccaneers, or show you the trailer, because it's not worth it. But I will accidentally start watching a show that's been on TV for 8 seasons, and guess what? I started with season 8. It's called Below Deck. Have you heard of the show Below Deck? Well, I started Below Deck Mediterranean. It's been on for like 8 seasons. I started with season 8, episode 1, and I was hooked. Now, here's what I think, guys. It's because I worked on a cruise ship, and I was like, how have I never watched this show? Because there's a lot of similarities with the staff and the crew on a mega yacht similar to that on a cruise ship because you have the different ranks of people. You have the captain, then you go down in your different ranks, and you have to deal with rich people. Now, here's what I will say. I don't know who these rich people are that can afford to rent these mega yachts in the Mediterranean and then not have good manners to the staff. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them I was watching going, why you got to be rude? Rich people, you ain't got to be rude. This is a staff, and I know it's a TV show and they need drama, but let me tell you, they provide a lot of drama, just so you know. But here's the thing. People from all over the world working on this ship, they make money for tips at the end of the charter cruise. I fell in love with it. I've started watching season 8. Now I feel like I need to go back and watch all the other seasons to catch up, but I was sucked in on episode 1, season 8. But it's really good. It's on Bravo. You can catch all the episodes. I guess they're streaming somewhere. I don't know. But it's really fun. I like watching good shows about ship life. And if you want to know how you'll do on a yacht versus a cruise ship, a lot of these rich people get very sick and are tossing their cookies overboard. Just saying. Just gonna throw it out there for you. But anyway, that's Below Deck. So Buccaneers, I would skip. Below Deck, I'm like, I'm on board. Get it? I'm on board. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, now I want to, okay, you know how we love Lego Masters. We had our very own Springfield Lego Masters competition right here. There's a brand new Lego Masters tomorrow night on Fox, but I wanted to show Maddie a little thing about, sorry, you want to come on in? Yes. I'll show Maddie something because I thought it's really cool. There's a different show where it's cake, and you have to make cake look like something that isn't cake. Like you have to identify, it's called Is It Cake, is basically the show.
Okay.
So let's say it made a telephone out of cake.
Okay.
And they put it in this thing, you have to guess which telephone is cake and which one is not.
Do you have to like bite into it?
No, you have to just look at it.
Okay.
Just by looking from a distance, you have to be like, okay, that telephone is cake, that computer's cake. Well, they did this on Lego Masters, and it's fascinating to see what they can make in a room. So here, let's just take a look at this in the 3x3 and see what all they made with cake.
With cake.
Let's see. I hope I sent that video.
Now, the first item was
TV.
the TV.
So look at this.
Okay.
What's happening?
Oh, my.
There's really
So all the
only
contestants had to build something
one
for
way
this
to
office.
find out if it's real.
Yes.
Let's see. Is it real or is it brick?
So that's all Lego.
It's all Legos.
So is it real or is it
I
brick?
guess it was brick.
Oh,
The next
okay.
one is,
Chair.
is it real or is it brick?
Oh God. The chair. That is insane. Oh my God.
Okay, you correctly ID'd 2
So
items,
look at these other things that
which
she
means
didn't guess.
5 had you fooled, and those items were this beautiful clarinet,
That clarinet is Legos.
That's
this record player,
Record plays Legos.
the camera,
The camera's Legos.
and this telescope.
Lego.
You guys are good. Oh my goodness. Do that.
Stacey, there's one more thing in this room.
Okay.
Do you want to take one more guess as to what it
And
is?
then this
There's
next
one
one,
more
I would
thing.
think,
There's
what?
one more thing in here.
Amazing.
Let me give you
So
a hint.
good. Okay.
It's maybe the biggest thing in the room.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
The carpet!
That carpet, the area rug is Legos.
amazing.
Why didn't you pick the carpet?
Stop breaking things, Will Arnett.
You love to break things.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, that is probably the most fun is when you get to break the Legos.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, I love that kind of challenge because I'm like, the creativity of these people. And so luckily she only got 2 of them right. The other people were safe because they're like, they didn't guess my item because it looked so, that clarinet.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, and we don't have time, but there's a brand new Masked Singer tonight and
Yes.
somebody will be eliminated. I don't know who, but I have some guesses, I think, to share with you later on. So don't go anywhere, more fun.
On Ozarks Fox AM.
Yeah. But I love that because it's so real looking.